Anyways. Hey there. You might have seen our video on the alpha brain state benefits of alpha brainwaves meditation, but if you haven't, just know that just reaching these alpha brainwave levels of relaxation, you'll receive the beneficial effects both physically and mentally. After several days, I can already attest to feeling more relaxed, a little more focused, a little less responsive to stress, and that alone is great. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the mental video technique and other techniques you can do once you're in the alpha brainwave state. These have enormous applications for being able to manifest the reality you want, help the physical and mental well-being of those you care about, being able to release impeding images and beliefs that you have that are holding you back from your full potential in order to benefit yourself and humanity. And that is part of what a lot of the courses and research that goes into this talks about when they're teaching some of these techniques, is that the way that this benefits you most and brings the most beneficial results to yourself is to also visualize and think about and trying to manifest things that are the best for all concerned, that are helping move humanity forward, that are helping other people other than yourself. And when you tune into this, whether you believe in, Creator, God, the angels or holy people or whatever, even tapping into your subconscious. The best-selling book, The Secret, touches on the law of attraction and how by tuning in subconsciously to a better frequency, we can match the frequency of things we're trying to bring into our life. And so what you're doing here is that you are submitting things to your subconscious to be changed and to be worked on. And there's other studies out there with affirmations, helping people, reprogram other beliefs into their subconscious, and we'll touch on that later in this video when we're talking about things you can do in the alpha brainwave state. But basically, building the life that you want starts from the inside out. And, a disempowered person might believe that life happens to them, but us empowered people believe that our life comes from us, and that we are the creators of that destiny, of our lives, that we make the decisions, we are bringing things, whether positive or negative, into our life based on the frequency that we're at, where we're attracting, where our focus and attention is, the people we bring into our lives or let into our lives, and where we are giving our energy. So let's just dive right in. The first technique is the mental video technique. And in this is the premier manifestation aspect of what you can do at the alpha brainwave state. First of all, in these courses that teach this, they talk about they try to visualize the past on the right and the future on the left and the present straight ahead, centered. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look up, tilt your head a little bit down with your eyes closed, so you're going to visualize a screen out in front of you, taking up your field of vision. And the first step that you're going to do during this mental video is to review the problem. Review the issue or the thing you'd like to change. And you want to visualize everything animate that contains this problem, everything related to it. But you're just trying to get a clear picture of it. You don't want to dwell on it too long. So what you're doing is making this video that you're going to then move to the right into your past. So then the next video is the solution, the thing you're trying to manifest. And so you'll start by, when you're in this state, looking off to your left into the future. And you'll start that video by converting the problem into a project. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean visualizing the steps you could be taking, because these things can manifest on their own, but us taking certain steps, and especially that our higher intelligence or guidance is telling us to take, or the steps we already know we need to be taking, this is how you start this process, and it feeds on that action. So you'll start by visualizing things you can be doing to move towards that solution. And as you start to picture that, now you'll move the problem or the issue to the past, and you'll center on the solution here. Now you start visualizing the solution you desire, what you want to manifest, what you want to see happen, and you feel how that feels, and you see every detail of it. But more than that, what they're saying in a lot of these courses, and I truly believe this, that if you are trying to visualize as many people benefiting from it as possible, that it'll have a better effect. So how they'll feel, how it'll affect their lives, the solution that you'll bring about. And if it's something small, you're trying to win some sort of contest or whatever, for whatever that item is, other people that might come into contact with it or benefit from it, but the point is you want at least 2 other people benefiting from it in the mental video that you're creating here to make it the strongest it could possibly be. So once you've made these 2 videos, now what you're going to do is you're going to trust it'll be submitted and resolved in your sleep. The idea here is that you're going to be handing it into your subconscious while you're dreaming, and it's already imprinted there, especially because you're in this alpha state that is halfway between the waking beta state of 20 beats per second or hertz and the sleeping delta. So these alpha and theta related to deep relaxation and meditations are where we can tap into our subconscious a little more, our intuition, our more creative power, and really our higher self, who we really are, besides just this physical, animal body. So when you're doing that, after you're done this in the coming days, you want to think on the solution in the past tense. And you want to look for incidents and guidance related to it in your life. That might come to the form of flashes of insight, dreams, coincidences, and you want to tune into that and try to follow it, and then keep doing this. Mind Valley purports this as the best thing you can do to manifest money is doing this every morning. So you might want to do this sort of technique every morning. If you're trying to do some of these other things and they're a little more important to you, maybe start there as well, or add them after this video, create another video. So the other video technique that goes along with this alpha brain state exercise is creating a video for removing impeding images. Now, we all have negative things that we've programmed into our subconscious, whether ourselves or the people around us. We might have limiting beliefs about money, like we've been taught that money's the root of all evil, and it's not very spiritual. And that might be holding us back from attaining that and helping more people. We may have had someone told us we won't ever amount to something, or we might have a severe trauma in our life that is holding us back from our highest potential to be able to be our best selves and help the most people. And what you're trying to do here is very similar to the mental video exercise that's related to manifestation. You're going to first ask yourself about a scene, memory, or belief that may be holding you back. Emotional weight that you have on your shoulders. And try to maybe visualize that a little bit before you go into the alpha state so that you have it more clear in your mind what exactly that is. And you're going to then recall it and visualize it on your screen, just like before. You bring it up in your mind, and you're recalling and visualizing this image that created this emotional weight for you. And again, you don't want to dwell on it too long, and it might be too painful to visualize it too clearly, but make sure you have it very clear in your mind so that you can release it with all your senses, including how it felt. And then you begin to feel yourself letting it go. And as you do that, you're going to look to your left into the future on the different outcome you want related to that. You're conjuring a counter image to this limiting belief or event or trauma that happened into your life, the person that you want to be, and the outcome that you want to have, and you visualize that. Maybe if it's a trauma, you're visualizing you without this trauma in your life and how you might act. If it's, if you were told you won't amount to something, you visualize yourself amounting to your highest dreams, and so on and so forth. Things about money, things about, you'll never be good at relationships, or things you've even told yourself where you're starting to feel like a failure in certain areas. And so you, on the next screen, while you're moving this into the past, you conjure up a counter image to that, and you imagine it vividly in your mind. And you create that mental video, and then when you're done with that, again, just trust it'll be submitted in your sleep to your subconscious, to your higher intelligence, and move on from that. Other techniques you can do here, there's been a lot of people I've heard in some of these courses who have prayed for these beneficial effects physically and mentally for their loved ones, or for people just on their prayer list if they're a spiritual person. But even if you're not a spiritual person per se, you can just know that as far as the law of attraction and some of this manifestation goes, that you have the ability to put this energy out there for other people, to be able to attract this to other people through your imagination and through visualizations of their well-being, that you are sending them as much of a powerful force as, the negative force in your negative energy, when they've done studies with plants where they do discordant music or shout bad things at it and it doing worse, basically, versus sending positive energy or positive or helpful music that helps the plant grow. And either way, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, or any of these higher powers or not, or prayer, just know that you can use these levels of mind to help yourself and your loved ones physically and mentally. And lots of people have been reporting this. If it's placebo, then good. If it works, who cares? The placebo, our power of the mind, has the ability to affect things at least 13% in laboratory settings. Another thing you could be doing are affirmations to reprogram your subconscious and limiting beliefs. You could do the mental video for it, but there's plenty of tracks out there, and here on Breathe Free Academy we have a couple, and we're going to be getting more of tracks of sayings to program into your mind that help counter the negative things we tell ourselves and other people tell ourselves and things we've come to believe. And lastly, another technique you could be using in this alpha brainwave state is to just feel yourself healing physically and mentally, and concentrate on that. Trying to carry this level of physical relaxation into your daily life. Try to hang on to this feeling when you relax each part of your body and you recall images that center you and you express gratitude. Try to visualize yourself maintaining this feeling you have in this meditative state longer throughout the day and in your daily life, and it can happen. So, that is all we got on the mental video manifestation and other techniques you can do in the alpha brainwave state. I'm Aaron Askew, and see you around on Breathe Free Academy.
Would you like to see more? Breathe Free Academy and Red Feather Freedom need you to build hogans, greenhouses, and also to teach self-sustaining skills. We're hoping to create wellness and independence throughout the great nation. Check it out on patreon.com/breathefreeacademy. Be kind to Mother Earth. Hajongo Ina.